right, sir.
Yeah. You got me?
Get out of it. When you're not typing, remember that. Get out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right.
Let's go.
Let's get at it.
All right. Welcome. Episode 2 of Real Bar Talk. I'm so excited for this week. I've been waiting all week for this. I'm your host, Mike Modell, and always with me, the amazing co-host and engineer of the show, Mr. Mike Reed. How you doing, Mike?
Yo, what's up? Your boy, Mr. M to the I to the C.
That spells Mike.
Yes.
Or Mick, whatever.
It's Mike.
Hey, Ty. We're filming. We're rolling. Yeah. All right. Anyways, as you can tell, we are in a live podcast atmosphere. We are live here at the bar. And real quick, I got to bring up our sponsor, Alchemy Row. Yeah. We're sponsored by Alchemy Row. We're at Alchemy Row. And this is where we record our podcast every single week.
Yes. And hey, you know what? Can we just start off and just say why we're here on a Wednesday night? I can take responsibility.
Go ahead, take it.
Take responsibility. You know, we normally shoot on Monday nights, but as I was editing yesterday, I realized that the audio from Monday night got corrupted and it was just all fucked up.
Technical difficulties.
It happens.
It happens.
You know, it happens. I don't know. I tried something new Monday and obviously it didn't work. So, but we're here on Wednesday, and you know what?
It's okay. We're just learning in this show. And what better way to learn than to have a little bit of issues and a little adversity and get through it, right?
We keep it real.
That's right, because this is real bar talk.
Exactly. So we keep it real. Right?
If you don't know, this show is a no-holds bar conversation.
Absolutely.
It is literally just the business, the scene, what's going on, who's doing what, and how messed up and crazy this world can be, right?
It can be, and like I said, you know, I messed up. I don't know how I messed up, but I did. I'll take responsibility, whatever. You know, it was my one job that I had, but it is what it is. But we here, and you know what? Things happen for a reason. And the one thing that I'm really picky about is making sure I always put out a good product.
Right.
So I don't mind coming back on a Wednesday. I would have shot this Monday night at 4:00 in the morning.
Right.
Like, I'm just a grinder and a hustler like that. So
I
make sure that with the shit that I put out, got to be real, got to be right. I won't put out half-ass shit. So we back here on Wednesday, you know, doing a recap. We're not going to do the same show. We're going to have the same guests, but not the same show.
Yeah, little differences.
But
here's the funny thing, though. Even though, like, we recorded the show and messed up, and now we're redoing it, right? And, like, we might as well do a little bit of different stuff, right? But there is something I do want to repeatedly bring up, right? And I know you had a tough week, and I'm sorry about the Cowboys, but I'm not sorry about the Cowboys.
I know you're not. Of course you're not.
How are you feeling? I know it's been a few days now. How are you feeling?
I feel great.
You feel great?
I feel great.
That's good.
I feel great now. I'm
ready for next season. Ready for next season. Yeah. Next season is your season. Don't worry.
We say that every year.
I know you do. That's why I said it.
But you know what? I think, by you bringing up the Eagles last on Monday night, you with your balls talk, spilling the drink on the bar.
I didn't do that.
Oh, I didn't say you. I'm just saying. I said spilt the drink on the bar. Okay. I didn't name no names.
All right.
I'm just saying, with all that stuff that happened, I think it was more of the Eagles thing too, though. It just gave me bad luck.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I've had some conversations now about the games, and it was weird. Like, teams that weren't expected to won this week. Like the Browns weren't expected to lose either, and they got their butts kicked.
But you guys played the 49ers Saturday.
Yeah, and I hope we beat them too, because that'll be a twofer. If I beat the Cowboys and the 49ers in a playoffs when they're supposed to be the teams this year, yeah, I loved it. I love it.
I think that's going to be a good game, though. Hopefully it'll be a good game.
I just want you to know, this concludes our sports talk of the show. Okay. But just so you know, I'm going to bring up Cowboys the rest of the show.
Let's go.
All right. Well, we're going to move on, and we're going to bring in our guest. And before he gets out here, this is my boy. I'm so excited to have him on the show. Let's bring him out, Mr. Roy.
UK Roy,
all the way from UK Roy. Come on down, man. The man.
We're going to give this man.
Good evening, gentlemen.
The leather.
Yes.
The man. Just one thing, I'm already cracking up. Jesus.
Gentlemen.
Hello, gentlemen.
Well, I could call you gentlemen, right?
Do you know that's like
Cheerio.
the,
So,
do you,
no, we always say
do
cheerio.
you, do you know that's the best compliment you can give another man?
What?
Is
Gentlemen?
to call him a gentleman and a scholar. That's like, that hits all bases. If you shake someone's hand and say, you know what, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
I wasn't going to call you a scholar, just a gentleman.
Wow.
for
Okay,
tonight.
I'm just saying. I was just throwing it out there.
Well, I've never been called maybe a gentleman, but not a scholar. Yeah.
No?
Me neither.
People always say sir to me, like, hey, sir, how you doing? Then I feel old and shit.
Yeah, because you are old.
I ain't thinking about it.
Anyways,
so he got jokes tonight.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Hopefully.
we bring Roy on the show, and I know this is the second time, really. So we're already a
kind
little
of
used
is,
to it. But I'm just going to repeat that I love this dude. He is a good friend of mine. Helped me get Alchemy Row all together. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. And I just appreciate him so much. And not only that, he's also a badass.
I love you, Mike.
Yeah, you are.
I love you, brother.
I love you, brother.
He's our
really.
Sean Connery of the bar. I always say this. He's got that voice.
No, you're
man.
embarrassing me now.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
actually
to.
are, man.
Trying to get his cheeks red.
Every time I come in, I'm here, and then Roy walks in. Then I go sit down in the corner because I'm like, okay, well, there go all the fucking girls. They're gonna all flock to Roy.
If you pay
get the
attention
fuck
to
out
Roy
of
in the
there.
bar, if you pay attention to Roy in the bar,
For real.
honest to God, this is what you get. Every time you sit down with Roy, you just hear laughter. You know,
Yeah.
people, because that's what it is. It's
That's
a
what
good
it
time
is.
hanging out
Yeah,
with
You
you.
know
that's
what?
right.
There's nothing better than having a good time and having a good laugh. And I love this bar, man. It's the best effing bar around.
You can
The
say
girls
fucking, this is no holds bar.
The girls are great.
They are.
I love the girls that come in here.
course
You
you
know,
do.
we have a laugh with them. They make me laugh, and I make them laugh. And you can't beat that.
You really can't. You
Yeah,
really
yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
So I'll just say to our
love
technically
our
third
bitches.
episode, cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here's to another good show.
Yes, sir.
And with that, I will say, let's talk about what's in our cup real quick. Today, I am personally drinking Dough Ball, which is a cookie dough whiskey. And actually, it's pretty damn tasty. Roy, what are you drinking over there?
I'm drinking a drink that I've been drinking for just a few weeks. I usually drink beer, but I'm drinking bourbon and 7 and a splash of lime. And I kind of like this now.
That's cool. That
Okay.
could be you.
Is that gonna be your regular now?
Kind of. Not every day, because I get more fucked up on this.
Yeah.
But I like it.
You know what we should do? We should, with you specifically, is try different bourbons and see how. What
Yeah,
changes
because
the
you've been
drink.
giving me the cheap shit.
We've been giving you the cheap shit. That's right. Let's try some good
Because
shit.
I heard you
see
the
what
other
happens.
night when I asked for a drink, and she said to you, "What shall I give him?" And you went, "Just give him the Welsh shit."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did say that.
How
I
you
did
give
say
away
that.
the cheap shit?
Damn. Well, because honest to God, the first time he ever ordered it with me, he was like, "Just give me what's in the well."
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
just,
okay.
I thought I didn't
Wow.
because here's the thing. I got to go myself and explore the bourbons and see which ones we want to try with him. But we have some really good bourbons.
Do you
So,
have VO?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, I
I'm
love
told
VO.
that's a good one, right?
that is a good one.
I should
VO
try
and
that.
7 was my drink for a long time.
Well, I want that next.
Yeah.
Although, what I've found with drinks, after you've had 1 or 2, it doesn't matter what they are.
It doesn't.
That's true. No,
It doesn't. Yeah.
it's true. Once your taste buds lose the alcohol, you stop. I mean, you just forget it. Like,
Yeah.
that's funny. I have a guy that comes in here every week, and he always wants more and more Tito's in his cup, and I'm like, he's got to not be able to taste it at this point. I
Oh,
put
it's
75% of Tito's in his drink, and
He's
still
so immune to it. Yeah.
yeah.
What is
yeah.
Tito's?
It's a vodka.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tito's
no.
vodka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet you could guess who I was
Yeah,
talking
okay.
about too.
Yeah.
That's too funny. But all right, well, that's what's in our drinks. We'll move to our next little segment.
So you're just gonna forget about my drink?
Oh, did we not talk about your drink?
He
Yeah.
didn't want me. He didn't want me to bring up the ball situation
That's
again.
what it was.
You're
That's
just
what it
not that
was.
important tonight,
That's
I
what it
guess.
was.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
damn.
Roy got his forget Mike.
Yeah.
All right, no, seriously though, Mike, what are you drinking, bro?
I'm drinking Screwball.
So
I am
I'm drinking
drinking
dough ball.
Screwball.
You're drinking screwball.
Yeah, I'm drinking Screwball.
We're on the ball thing again.
Yeah.
The balls thing. Yeah, I don't know.
We like
Mike.
ball drinks.
Mike, you setting yourself up, Mike.
I don't care.
We just had
I
this
don't care.
conversation.
I drink Fireball. I
See,
drink
look, that's
Screwball.
4.
And I drink dough ball. I drink all the balls.
And you got rum balls.
And I'll eat the rum balls
You
that Elle
eat
brings.
the rum balls.
Hey, those
Almost
are, hey,
sounds,
if you haven't
rude,
tried the
doesn't
rum
it?
balls yet here,
I have
the
had
rum
the
balls
rum
are
ball.
amazing.
You mean the rum balls from our little friend?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mel.
Hey.
She's amazing.
And she wanted us to mention
She
them
did want
again
us to
tonight.
mention it, so we did.
So we have, yeah.
You got-
Elizabeth,
hey,
Lizzie, this is for you. Rum balls.
Rum balls.
She said she was selling them the other night.
Well, yeah, we did a couple free runs,
Yeah.
and now we did a paid run. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna still use them as freebies a little bit here and there, and sell a little
Yeah.
bit, and then
Okay.
Once they get caught on, then we'll sell them all the time.
I'll be honest with you. When she texted me and said, I'm selling my rum balls tonight, I said, mine are free. And I did text her that, yeah.
That's the true Roy response.
You got bourbon balls tonight.
You got bourbon. Oh, I can tell this show's going
now.
already. This is going to be fucking great. All right. Well, anyways, now that we got our drinks out of the way, let's get to our next segment. And the next segment is...
We're talking about some bar stories. Let's get on to these bar stories.
Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
No, you skipped.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never drink again.
Let's go back.
Again.
Segment 2 is called Never Drink Again.
This is why I'm the co-host.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah, this segment is pretty easy. It's just a quick little drink that maybe you'll never drink again for whatever reason, and just tell us what it is and why you won't drink it anymore. And I'll go first just to give you a little example. I won't drink Red Bull vodka anymore ever again. The combo smell of vodka and Red Bull smells like throw up, because one night I had a heavy Red Bull and vodka night, and I puked multiple times in multiple spots. The same smell, and I'll never get that smell out of my nose. I swear to God.
So they're okay individually, but not together?
Yeah, I'll drink them by themselves.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Kind of.
next time someone gets a Red Bull and vodka, ask to smell it.
No, I used to drink Red Bull.
It smells like
I used to drink it.
your breath and throw.
When I was younger, I had Red Bull and vodka.
Yeah, that was my drink back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I switched to VO and 7 because I kept throwing up Red Bull and vodka, and it's too much. All right, so that's mine.
Okay, yeah.
Roy, what about you?
Well, there's been a couple. I think I'll go back to the first one that really fucked me up a few years back. I was only 17. I was at a party, and I know that 17 is too young to drink anyway, so I was pretty inexperienced, even though you can drink at 18 in England. And there wasn't a lot, but they had this thing called gin. And I was told that if I put tonic with it, make it taste better.
Okay.
So I was drinking that, and I had 2 or 3 of those, and nothing's happening. It doesn't seem to do anything. So I just kept on drinking it. And after probably less than an hour, I was hanging out of a window in a 5-story brick Victorian house in England, throwing up into the yard below.
Oh, wow.
And I cried. I was crying. I was crying, saying, I'm never going to drink again. I'd only just started drinking.
You had one of those moments? Never drinking this shit again.
You know
And
what?
I never have touched gin
You know
since.
what, though? It's crazy that, like, all my messed up drinking stories are when I was around that age, too.
Yeah,
because you don't know how to drink.
Yeah.
As soon as you learn how to and you figure out the rules, there's rules. There's rules to drinking. And I always find it funny, like, younger group that'll come in here and they'll order stuff like Adioses.
But you know what?
I'm like, bro, how do you drink that stuff all
But
night?
that's
you
'cause
die. You die the next morning. You have to.
I just told a young person this recently. I said, you guys drink to get fucked up. We drink to have a good time. Like, we know how to pace ourselves.
I think when you get older, you do.
Yeah,
but back
young,
then,
no, they get drunk. They drink to get fucked.
I did not learn from that experience of mine. In fact, the English way was you don't go out to drink unless you want to get fucked up.
Well, yeah.
That's the way it was.
That's a lot of cultures, though. A lot of cultures
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Latin
yeah.
culture,
Yeah.
too, is kind of like that. I just not like that, you know?
Well, I can't do that now.
Yeah. You can hear all the noise in back here. It's fun being in a live bar doing this
No,
show. I have
it
to
is.
think
It's
that.
great. I love
but
it.
it's funny, like, everybody's amped tonight, and we got
Yeah.
Missy behind the bar. I want to bring her up because if
What's
you haven't
up,
came to the
Missy?
bar and got here and got a drink with her, she's awesome. Come check it out. All right, well, Mike, what about you? What won't you ever drink again?
I would never drink Jaeger, the Jaeger bombs, that black licorice taste.
Have you ever drinking it before?
No, I smelled it and then I took a sip of it and I said, hell to the no.
I don't like black licorice either, but I have had a couple Jaeger bombs in my life, and
I would have threw up.
They're gross.
I'm like you
They're
with
gross.
vodka and the Red Bull. Like the smell of it was almost making me throw up.
I don't like black licorice by itself either.
I have never, ever drank that. Just the smell of it, like you say, Mike. My ex-girlfriend used to drink that stuff and tip it down her neck, but the smell was fucking repulsive.
I have
to
a
me,
friend
you
that
know?
will just drink them as a drink, like half Jaeger, half Red Bull. I'm like, God, that's awful.
Horrible smell.
Awful.
That's horrible.
All right. Well, that concludes segment 2, which is Never Drink Again. We're going to move right into our next segment, which is personally my favorite. I love to get these bar stories because there's always some great ones. And I have like probably 10 million. bar stories, just goofy bar stories. So we are going to start with our first bar story, Roy.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I did have another story, but I told recently, but I'm going to change this one. This is another one. It's kind of a fun thing, and it's from this bar, from Rubens, or now Alchemy.
Tell it.
Alchemy Row.
The row.
The row.
Keep thinking it's Alchemy Way. I don't know why that is. Alchemy Row.
You've been saying that since
The
we first
row.
opened.
It could be the alchemy way.
It could be
You
the
can
way,
have
because if you call it
alchemy
the way, it's like the way to go.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait. You know what? That's actually a drink or
Alchemy's
something.
way?
You can have it the alchemy way.
Yeah, I like
What's
that.
the alchemy way?
It just reminds me of Burger King, but that's fine.
But
No.
anyway, I was told by the person that this involves earlier that I should tell this story because he's the guy involved in it. So I came in the bar one night. This is probably about 3 years ago, maybe more. I just walked in at the back of the bar, and I walk at the corner, and I'm waiting for it. My sound just went off. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. So I'm standing at the corner of the bar. There's a couple sat right next to me here. And Singing Steve has just gone up to sing a song. And the girl sat here, who I've seen now and again, I forget her name. She said, oh, I love this song. This is a great song, isn't it? And I'm still stood there listening. And she looked at me and said, and he's doing it so good, isn't he? And I said, it sounds like somebody is squeezing a fucking cat.
Were you like, no?
And she went, oh my God, that's terrible. So, anyway, he carried on, and she was in some sort of fucking coma after me saying that. But as he finished his song and he came back up here, she said, tell him what you said. Tell him what you said. So I'm ready to tell him, but she couldn't wait. She went, I'm going to tell him. So she went and she told Steve what I said, and Steve just cracked up laughing.
That's awesome.
It's awesome, yeah.
He probably knows.
That's just funny.
Yeah, you know what? He loves it.
Look,
he loves the story.
Do you know what the definition of karaoke is?
No.
In Japanese, it means unstrung orchestra, which is another way of saying like tone deaf, or because in America we translate it into being tone deaf, and people say that, but that's not really what it means. It means unstrung orchestra, which what does an unstrung orchestra do? Nothing.
Oh, they don't
It doesn't have strings.
Right.
So that's the whole joke behind it. It's supposed to be for fun. It's supposed to be for bad singers,
But
all singers.
It's
singers.
not just fun.
But you also know that karaoke, what a real
I knew this was gonna be like this.
you also know what a real karaoke setting is.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese, like when they created it,
Yeah.
it's only supposed to be like you in a private room with your peoples.
Yeah. Not
It
completely.
is.
Not completely.
That's the original karaoke.
I own a
scene.
karaoke company, and I've been doing it for a long time. And I'm trying to tell you that the room thing didn't start till 20 years after karaoke was born. Karaoke was select bars at first, and it moved like in our country. It went and you only could do karaoke in Legion halls or like veteran halls. They would get karaoke stuff. Like I go back to when they used to put karaoke on VHS. That's how far back. You know what I mean? And you didn't see karaoke in every bar. You saw it in veteran halls, VFWs, American Legion, stuff like that. And in Japan, it was very similar. It was very niche and small setting. And they started moving it into clubs. When they started moving it into clubs, then they started creating rooms for different styles of music. But it's really later down the road. It's like
Because I started karaoke in Canada, and that's what they told me like 25 years ago.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because in Canada, their karaoke is just all rooms. Like they're popular for that.
A lot of places do that. In fact, Korea was the same way. Like I went to Saudi Arabia in Bahrain. That's how they do it. They do all rooms, different rooms. They do different stuff too, which maybe we can get into that later. X-rated karaoke rooms.
Can I just tell one little bar story still? Because
Yeah,
I
tell
know
another one.
we haven't really finished. But this was only on Monday night after we were here.
Okay.
But late in the night.
You gonna tell the nipple story?
Oh my God.
Tell it. I
Well,
wasn't here.
So there's some girls come in, and they were a little kind of crazy, and I don't even know these girls. And they come over, and one of them's all flirty, and then the bigger girl comes over. And I'm sitting on my chair like this, and she's right next to me, and she pops her boob out and shoved it in my face. Huge tit.
Really?
And I accidentally sucked on her nipple for a
Accidentally,
second.
Roy. Wait. Accidentally, Roy.
Well, I think it was an accident.
Wait a minute.
This is a true story.
I believe you.
I believe it too.
I'll tell you a short story. Just
I only
recently,
tell true stories.
since I got the bar, there's this bar has always been like a little bit of a late night bar, and I get people come in all the way up till 1:30 and try to stay all even late, right? And I get to 2 and I'm trying to kick people out, and people just literally, they don't listen to me, Mike. They don't listen to me, Roy. They're so rude, so disrespectful. Yeah,
Hey.
I could be talking and everything. I could be yelling at you. I could be like, get out of my bar.
they'd be like, "Oh,
I could
Mike
be mean.
cool."
And they would just
Mike
sit there.
cool.
They would
Yeah.
just sit there. So
Yeah.
lately I've been coming up with some funny things to say. So back in the day, my boy that used to own the bar, he had after hours parties, and he always made this rule. So I tried to use the rule, and I believe it or not, I was like, okay, if you have your top on still, you can't be here after hours. And all I did was yell that out, and I'll tell you what, 5 people real quick took their shirt off. I was like, I was kidding. I was joking. That's how bad they want to stay.
Were they guys or girls?
There was 2 guys, 3 girls. All their shirts came off within seconds of me saying it.
Why am I never
Yeah.
here doing this stuff?
I know, you miss
you
out.
just don't
I left
Yeah.
early Monday.
Yeah,
I did too.
You
I
leave
did
too
too.
early.
I did too.
Hey, we were supposed to come back.
We didn't go. We didn't do it. We started talking about the show and
Oh, it
more
got
ideas.
crazy on
and
Monday night.
I know we was gonna
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back.
did it?
It certainly did.
It's certainly nippled. There's a nipple outside. Chip, chip, cheerio.
Oh my gosh, chip. No, not pip.
I'll
pip.
say it however I want. Pip, pip, cheerio. Either way, it always works, Roy. I know you don't think it's a UK thing, but
It's
it is.
not. No,
One English person said it one time, and that's it. We're done.
that's it. And
You-
I have
you
to
guys
listen
own
to it on a weekly basis now. But that's okay.
That's okay.
But I know that when you get attention, they like you.
Yes.
Even if it's negative.
Yes. Even
They
like when Missy,
like I
when
get from
yes,
Missy
yeah.
behind the bar, she gives me negative attention. I know she loves me, really.
She loves you.
That's what, even though she's
We
giving
love
me the
Missy.
finger right now,
That's
which you
all
can't
love. You
see.
feel that energy?
I think it's your turn to tell a story.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna tell my
Roy
story.
told like 2.
Yeah, Roy took
I
my
told
time
the
and
third.
shit. This is what he do like all night with the girls. He just
Yeah.
take over.
I didn't realise it was like that.
What?
I just like hanging out with the girls.
They love you. That's all.
They love you, Roy.
Bro,
Yeah.
You're Sean.
Is it-
I
is
told
it-
you, you're Sean Connery in this motherfucker.
Oh my
Just
God,
saying.
Missy's giving me
They
a
all
look
love
again
Roy.
behind the bar.
Ain't that right,
She's
Missy?
trying
They
to
all
think
love
of
Roy.
something negative to say.
She hates.
Anyways,
I love Missy though.
my story is from recently, and this has happened. I'm gonna tell the story because I know I told it last time, but I'm gonna tell it again because I think it's pretty fucking funny. So this girl from out of town comes in here, and she shows up. She showed up one day last week, but then when she showed up again on Saturday, I think it was Saturday night, was sitting here talking to Roy, and she came in. I was like, "Oh yeah, I thought you was gone. Like go back home where you came from, whatever." And she was like, "No, she's leaving Monday or Tuesday." And then she said something else, and it got really weird and awkward. And you know when you look at your boy, like it's a man code. You look at him and
Pineapple.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Like we got to teach Roy that because I was fucking looking at Roy, and Roy looked at me, and I was like, "Dude, why are you just staring at me?" He was like, "What the fuck are you looking at?"
Why
I'm
you staring
looking
at
for
me?
help.
Well,
Like,
you started it, man. I mean, you looked at me for an excuse from the girl.
Yeah.
And I look
So
at
you
you.
supposed-
I look at you, and you're the one that goes, "What are you fucking looking at?"
Cause,
Yeah.
Cause you wasn't staring, you wasn't saying nothing. I was like,
You guys are knuckleheads. I fucking love it. Oh my god.
like
So we're
Beavis
just
and-
staring at each other, you know?
It's like
what the
Beavis
fuck
and
are you
Butthead and
staring
shit.
at?
Yeah, it's like Beavis and Butthead around here. So that was my fucking story. That shit was funny as shit. Like in a moment you had to be there. We was just fucking laughing, and she walked away. I think she understood. Like
Yeah. She understood. Fuck
she
off.
walked away. Yeah.
She's like, shit. Fuck these. She's like, fuck these guys. That's fucking hilarious.
She didn't whip
man.
out a nipple.
She
did not whip out a nipple.
She did not
Yeah.
whip out a nipple.
Waste of
So
time.
speaking of nipples, we'll jump to my story because now like I'm just thinking about all the shit that's happened here. So you guys know I've been here since 2006. I had the karaoke company here since 06. My best friend bought it in 2007. I start working behind the bar. He makes a rule that if you make it to after hours, you have to check your bra on at the door or not wear a shirt, whatever. Best way to say it, he would always say, check your bra on at the door. Anyways, one night it's me, him, and these 2 girls and a guy. And they're all, one of the guys and one of the girls is regular, okay? And I'm not going to say any names, but the guy and the girl that were the regular, they used to be together, but they're not together anymore. Years later, they're just friends. And he comes with a girl that he's dating, a new girlfriend. She's hammered. So they weren't really that drunk, so they wanted to stay. So, my friend closes up the bar, locks it up, and it's just us. Within a few minutes, the girl that came with him that was really drunk, she passes out like just past you. You know what I mean? Just completely asleep. And I see the one girl that he used to date, she's at the jukebox, and he's sitting here chatting with us, right? And he literally like taps Jack on the shoulder and is like, watch this. And he goes over and he gets behind the girl, and they're like, talking about music on the jukebox. And before you know it, he is literally fucking her at the jukebox, like straight up, dick out.
I was going to say humping.
Yeah,
but
up against the thing.
Full-blown thing.
And I'm like, is this fucking happening? Right? So I get my iPhone out. I really quickly become a cameraman.
Oh my God, what a fucking pervert.
Yeah.
All right.
And
fucking filming it.
You
And I'm
just
like,
told on yourself.
No,
Mike.
I know. I'm like, you guys are on film messing with them, and when I say they placated to the film, when I said they were on film, they came over closer to me, behind me here, and at this little round table, they started doing it right there. Right? Then they moved behind the bar, and they're like where the coolers are. And I mean, they're getting it all over the bar.
So they just willy-nilly fucking all over the bar.
Right?
Fucking all over the bar.
Right. Wait, best part is his girlfriend is passed out right there while he's fucking this girl. Right? So anyways, they get done. Everything's done. And as I was telling you guys both the other day that Jack told me another piece of the story that I completely forgot. Drunk girl wakes up, stands up.
The girlfriend.
Yes, stands up. They're still back there, but they're done. They're like pants on and stuff. They're back there. She doesn't even look at him. She just stands up and she starts walking around behind me, and I'm like following her. And she gets to that door, and she opens the door to the back room, and I'm like, where the fuck is she going? So me and Jack get up and we follow her. When we get to the back room, she's already in the middle of the room, squatted down, her panties around her ankles, taking a piss in the middle of the back room of the bar.
Wow.
I mean, I was like, I looked at Jack, I was like, I'm off shift. I'm not working.
Such a
That's
sweetheart.
I know. I was like, you clean the piss up. But yeah, she peed right in the middle of the bar.
All the cum that y'all got over there.
Oh my God.
That's my X-rated story of the bar. That's just one.
Right.
There's been several. There's been several. But yeah, she took a piss right in the middle of the bar. I thought that was funny.
That's wonderful.
You know?
I should try that sometime.
You gonna take a piss in the bar?
It's not as good as
go in there,
It's not as good as the shit in the fireplace story that you told
God,
me.
Yeah, well, we don't need to go there.
That one was fucking great.
It's probably best that one got kind of excommunicated from the podcast.
I feel like I'm gonna use that.
I don't think it works that well with an American audience, even though
they don't get it. But I got it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, and a lot of guys will find it funny.
Punchline of the story: a dude took a shit in the middle of a public place in a fireplace. It's pretty funny. But
I feel like I'm gonna use that.
You're gonna do what?
Where's he going?
I don't know. He said he's going to use something. What are you going to use there, Mike?
No, I'm going to use that clip of the cat. I'm going to use it somewhere somehow.
Oh, yeah.
goodness.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. He also wiped
He wiped his ass twice.
with the cat.
Well, it was
twice.
two quick swipes.
Two quick swipes.
Too quick.
Where's
That's
by the
fucking
scruff
hilarious.
of the neck.
That's awesome.
But there's a lot
All
of
right.
people who are not going to like that. It's going to get a lot of bad press. A lot of people who are cat
You know
lovers
what?
are not going to like that.
I don't care about the bad press because this is literally, we give everybody a disclaimer. This is
Yeah.
no holds bar. Look, let's be
And
honest
it wasn't
about the
my
world.
Story. It
The
was
world-
my story, but
Yeah,
I
but
didn't do it.
But the world is crazy and gross and nasty
Right.
and sick and fun and
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
and all those things wrapped up in one. So
Right.
you got to tell, if you're going to tell the beautiful story, you got to tell the shitty one, for the lack of better, term. But
No pun intended. But
Right.
anyway, I think it's a funny story, but I've got an
I
English
thought it was
sense of
funny
humor.
too. I think I didn't respond correctly because I was so shocked that someone took a shit in the middle of a bar and then wiped his ass with a cat. Because remember what I was telling you with this story specifically,
Yeah.
the fact that he was able to grab a cat and wipe his ass without getting messed up by the cat. I mean, because most cats freak out when
Very
you pick
quick
them
though.
up.
Happened in like a second and a half. Can't really know time to think about it.
Shit.
Oh
man,
just change the color tone on the cat.
that's too funny. Well, hey, great bar stories. Cheers to
Yes.
that.
Cheers.
We're
yeah.
gonna
great,
move
great.
to the next segment, and
Yes.
the next segment is what is your best pickup line?
Yes.
And
You're gonna go first, Mike.
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, because we feel like you're the one that needs them.
I need him.
Oh, I like
Wow, that's. I'm the only one married here with some regulars. So what do you need them? I don't
Well,
need them.
Pretend
Well-
you're not married.
Pretend I'm not married.
I was married
Yeah.
for 25 years. Until you catch up to that number,
I mean, I'm pretty close.
Well, how many?
Well, we've been married since 2018, but we've been together 15.
Okay, you're
and then
close.
the
Okay.
first one I was with was 7. So I'm like 20 some odd years of
Okay,
relationships.
well, if you want to count both, then I'm 35 years. Then,
Okay,
so,
whatever.
yeah.
You win. You're also really fucking ancient and old, so we'll go on from there.
damn.
Yeah, you're really.
You
fucking
set yourself
old,
up
mate.
for that one.
Wow. The old guy telling the old guy he's old.
Hey, who's calling old,
I'm like,
motherfucker?
I still want to tell my pickup line, the one I said.
Oh yeah, we forgot you needed. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I need your hand, Roy. I need your hand.
This is
No,
a little-
that,
this
like
is a
this.
little
Like this.
weird
Okay,
again.
so this is what you do. This is my best. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll tell it. All right, this is my best pickup line. I grab the girl's hand. I just tell her, "Have you heard about the rabbit in the river?" And she always says, "No." What do you mean? So you grab her hand, just like I'm holding it, just really soft, and you tell her, "There's a river down the middle of your hand, and there's a rabbit from this side trying to get to this side. You know how?"
No.
I just want to hold your hand, and you grab her hand. That's the trick right there. And you look her in the eyes when you do it. And either A, she's going to laugh and think you're an idiot, which will still win, or B, she'll be like, "Oh, that was good." Those are the two responses. That's it.
If
That's
she
it.
likes you, she's going to say
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
There's another-
My other one I was going to say is I like the phone one, where you just put your phone in her hand and say, "I'll call you," and walk away, rather than asking for a
Hey,
number.
listen, I forgot my phone number. Can I get yours, honey?
That's a good one. That's
not
way,
used that, though.
That's way better.
There you go.
That's
I'm
way
giving-
better.
I'm giving you some. I've not used it, but you can use it.
I like
Oh,
that
no,
one.
You can't.
I thought
I
you didn't
forgot
have
my
one.
number.
Huh?
Can I have
you
yours?
didn't have one.
No, he didn't before.
I
He just
didn't.
He got a good one.
I just made it up.
You just made that up.
No, I heard
Yeah.
it somewhere.
I like that, Roy. What about you, Mike?
I have none.
Okay, no, you know what? You've
so
had
this,
days.
No, this is the truth. This is the truth. So this is me. Like I told you before. Because I was married for so many years, Mike.
Oh my God! You gotta give her pickup lines too.
No, I know, but no, this is me. If
You do the dirty ones
What?
on your wife. I'm just
No.
saying. Like
If-
nice shoes, let's fuck.
I can talk to anybody, but when it comes to somebody that I'm attracted to or want to talk to, I get shy real quick, right?
got
But
you on
even no, I do.
I do too.
I know I do. Even if I break that barrier and start talking to her, right? My whole thing is if I text you or like reach out to you or whatever, and if you take like hours, because I'm real big on time response.
Yeah.
Like a reasonable time. Like, there's ethics to all this shit.
Yeah.
But
Is
if
this
you
minutes, hours, or days?
if it takes like hours or even days, and I'm talking when I say hours, I mean like 6-8 hours, like the whole day, whatever,
Yeah.
or the next day. Then I'm gonna take it as okay, she's not interested, and then I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm not gonna because I don't chase nobody. I'm not gonna chase you. Like if I put in the effort and I reach out to you and I'm talking to you, but then multiple conversations or you like taking your time to reach out back up to me, then I don't play the game. So
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be honest too. I've never had to use pickup lines. Pickup lines for me are fillers or jokes. Like I'm telling you,
You're just
like
like hot, aren't
yeah,
you?
they're like funny. And like my thing is, have you ever seen Wild 'N Out?
yeah, I love
They do their best pickup
Nick
lines.
Cannon gave me some money.
Their pickup lines are so funny, but they're goofy. You're not gonna ever use them.
No, they're funny as shit.
They're not gonna. I'm not gonna ever use them. I'm too scared or too shy to use them most of the time. Most of the time, it's when I get to know somebody and we'll make a joke about it, and then I'll tell them my best one, and then.
But you know what?
It's
Maybe-
kind of cutesy. Mine is kind of cutesy, so I don't know why. I always get a good response.
I probably need to start using them because I'm so shy that like
Yeah.
even like Ted's always telling me like go talk to her. And I'm like no.
Yeah, but see,
So,
I
no,
don't
I
think
probably need it.
I think pickup
Yeah.
lines are funny. Like when you say
funny.
when people says when I don't know anybody who used them to pick up a girl really. Like
Right.
they don't. First time I'm meeting you, I don't know anybody that goes up to him and tells him a pickup line to get him. And the only people I've ever met that does, I won't even talk to. You're probably a little out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So usually it's when you get to know somebody and then you make jokes about the
Yeah,
pickup
yeah.
lines. You know what I mean? To kind of let that person know that you're interested in that direction
Yeah, yeah.
by being goofy.
Right.
But like anybody who just goes up and like says some pickup lines, I'm like, bro, stop.
Yeah,
Stop. It's a little
It's
goofy.
a bit corny, isn't it?
It's a bit corny. That's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
example.
And they've heard it all before.
Yeah.
So
Well, this segment of the episode was called "Shoot Your Shot." We all told a little pickup line.
Except
I thought that
me.
was pretty good.
except I didn't.
You did.
Well, I mean,
I did.
You stole somebody's, but it's okay.
You
You know,
used somebody's.
Oh, I just used something I heard as a
you know
joke.
what? But you know what? With Roy, he doesn't need any pickup lines.
He
walks in.
His voice is a pickup line.
His voice, yeah.
All right.
He goes, hello. And then someone's like, oh, where are you
and then
from?
everybody just flocked to
Hello.
him. Oh, where are you from?
Bro, what cracked me up the other night is Lisa getting him all night. Every time he would say something, she'd go, no. Like she had such a good impression of it though. Like I'm not even doing it justice. It was funny. And it would stop him in his tracks. He'd be like, God dang it.
But that comes from another kind of humorous thing that we have between us, that no thing. I think she was having fun with it.
She was.
And, you know, that's fine. But really, I didn't talk about my pickup line because I really don't have any. But I'll tell you, I agree with you, Mike, right away. I agree with Mike right away. It's humor.
Yeah, it's joking.
If you are funny with them, you're relaxed enough to make them laugh. They like to laugh.
Yeah,
we all like to have a good laugh.
That's true.
Yeah. And I think if you're funny with it, and it's not like you go out thinking, oh, I've got to say something funny. What am I going to say? It just kind of comes out. You just be funny with them.
Yeah, definitely.
And they enjoy it.
Yep.
Treat them just as friends and fun people, and have a good time.
If you treat, and that's what it is. That's what that's called is genuine. You're treating them who you are. You're showing them who you really are. And people are going to like you. They're not going to like you. And that's what you want. That's what you want, anyways. Anybody who gets into you, a girl gets into you, you want her to like you for who you are.
Yeah, but I know. I have the accent on top of that.
No, the accent plus, you know, all that comes with age. Like he knows all this stuff.
Yeah,
oh no, I always have the accent.
He knows all this stuff.
I seem to have had it for a long time.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, but your age though, you like.
You know what's funny?
You knock off this fucking age thing. What the fuck is it with you and age?
You know what's funny? I have a funny story.
Hey, kick your ass when we get off the fucking camera.
You know how today's world is like totally politically correct? Like you have to be correct and everything.
Fuck that, man.
Bro, yes, I know. I feel the same way.
I thought we don't talk about politics.
But I have some other friends from the UK, and they were good friends of my mom and dad.
Yeah.
And I swear, I never got it, but my dad, every time he would see this girl that was his friend, her name was Aileen. If you're listening, Aileen, hello. She has a British accent as well, and she would say hello, and he would go hello, and he would do it, and I would be so embarrassed. And I was a kid, so I'd be embarrassed, and he'd be like, "What?" I'm like, "Dad, you know she's from there, right? You know you're making fun of her." Oh. And he's like, "You just don't get it. It's our little. It's something between them two. He wasn't doing it to be like that. No. They had that relationship where he could do that.
When people mimic you, it doesn't mean they don't like. They like you.
Why would he be inviting her to the house if he didn't like her? So she'd show up at the house and she'd be hello, and he'd be like hello, and his accent's horrible. My dad, he's awful.
Oh,
his accent's awful. I'm like, Dad, you know you're making fun of her. Anyways.
Hey, fuck you. I thought you meant my accent.
No, I'm talking about my dad's. It's bad. Anyways. All right. Well, that is Shoot Your Shot. We're going to move to our next segment, and the next segment is a new one. I'm excited to talk about it because
me too.
I'm not.
My story's kind of funny.
My story's funny.
Basically, this segment idea, it was called Bad Ideas, and this is, just take it for what it is. It's bad ideas.
It comes from because everybody's been at a bar where they got drunk and whatever. And then the next morning they woke up and it was like, "Fuck, that was a bad idea. I shouldn't have did that."
Right.
Whatever it was, whether it was drinking, whether it's whatever, sleeping with a girl, whatever dumb shit you did in the middle of the night to make you do it.
Yeah.
Everybody has one.
So you start us off, Mike. What's your bad idea?
So my bad idea was I actually got drunk one night, and I rarely get drunk, but I was at the bar and we was doing karaoke, and there's one girl. It was the way she was dressed. She had on this nice shirt, boobs just hanging out, right? And and I was talking to a friend of mine, and she came over, and it was her friend, and I was like, "Damn, she cute." I was just really looking at the boobs, the tits, right? Nothing.
Did you get that thing?
Did you get a nipple? Did a nipple pop out?
You got that? Yeah, that with a pop out like that. Yeah.
So anyways, at the end of the night, I put one of my things like, I look at Ted. No, it wasn't Ted that night. It was somebody else. I think it was me and Moses, and I was like, "Hey, let's grab a couple of girls, let's go back to my house, for the after party." 'Cause I do that every now and then.
Fucking pervert.
I've been there.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so we went to my house, right? And then a few people, I got a few people went to the rooms, and then I was in the living room with this girl, and then she just like all of a sudden start climbing on me, start kissing or whatever, and then it ended up leading into the bedroom, but then when I got into the bedroom, man, when I tell you, I faked the cramp.
Faked a cramp?
I faked the cramp.
Wait.
Okay.
Why?
Because I didn't want to have sex with her.
But, yeah, but why? How did you get it that far and then decide that? What was the change?
Something about it wasn't to your liking.
To your liking,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, was the smell not right? Because sometimes I've had that.
wasn't
I've had that happen once in my life. I was like, oh,
no,
I'm out of here.
sometimes when people take off their clothes, like it sobered me up real quick. It sobered me up real quick. I was like,
I know where he's coming from.
Oh shit!
I was like, this is a bad idea. And then I started thinking like, damn. No, I started thinking like, okay, she knows a lot of people I know. This is really a bad idea. Like, you know what I mean?
Boy.
So I faked the crown real quick. And I sent her home.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of myself.
That's hilarious.
I was like,
I have one bad story like that with a girl where, like I said, I got her pants down, and then right when I got them down, I was like, I just faked something. I left. I never talked to the girl again, and I feel really bad about that actually. But it was that bad. I've never even smelled something that bad since or before. I was like, bro, you got to take care of yourself down there, man. That's for real.
Did you tell her?
No, I was a kid. Like this is in the beginning of me learning about that area.
He was only 11.
Yeah, I didn't. But what's worse? You know what's worse about the story? Okay, first of all, I was 17. Or no, I was a little younger than 17.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into my age. Anyways, my point is, I wasn't knowledgeable, right? But now, years later, that I'm knowledgeable, that smell still haunts me to this day.
Oh.
So it's the worst I've ever smelled in that area, and I love that area of a woman. So
hold on. I got to tell another story because you brought that up that it haunts you, right? And this is why, because people always ask me if I have a type, right? And I do. I like small, petite women.
Me.
And it's only because I had an experience with a big girl before.
I have
And no, this is real. And this is another story where I was like, damn, it was a bad idea, right? And she took off her bra. But underneath her breast, like or underneath one of her rolls, I don't know what roll it came from. One of the rolls, this odor came from under one of the rolls.
I can't even look at him. I can't look at him because he's showing it.
He's like, underneath here.
It was
water. Some water came from here, and I was like, where did that fucking come from?
It was such a bad odor, dude. I promise you. I get disgusted every time, a big woman want to talk to me. It reminds me of that, and I'm like, oh, it traumatizes me.
Look, and I don't mean to be shallow, but I like petite women as well, and I always have. It's always been a thing, and I have dated a linebacker before.
No, and
that's what she looked like.
But wait, I gotta say this.
It was hard to do anything with her.
Say this.
She was stronger than me.
I gotta say
she was as tall as I was. She was looking me eye to eye when I was trying to do it. I was like, I can't do this.
But wait a minute, I gotta say this because we have there's a y'all fucking up. Y'all gotta let me fucking talk. There's a lot of big women that are beautiful.
Yes.
I have a lot of big women friends. They're beautiful. It's just not my thing because I'm traumatized by that. Yeah. I know that sounds crazy, but I am.
It doesn't sound crazy to me.
I want to believe that I'm not so shallow. Like I'm obviously married and my wife is very petite. But if I was not married, right, and I'm single, I would like to think that I would, at this point in my age, I would pick somebody very much so based on their personality.
And you know what?
I can't even take it seriously what I'm saying. I mean, you're not wrong, Roy. Don't laugh at me.
Killing me.
I like to think that.
I'm in the middle of not dating no one, but I'm in the middle. I'm in that phase.
You're in the middle of dating no one? Did he just say that?
Oh, yeah, I did. It made sense in my head. It made sense in my head.
He's in the middle of dating no one.
I like it. It's a good line.
I'm going to use that shit.
But I'm trying to be open-minded. Like, I'm trying not to look at
We just got Missy's head on camera. I like it.
Yeah. I'm trying to be open-minded. Like, to where I'm not, like, looking at that. I'm trying to say, okay, well, she's a good girl. She's good personality. Not trying to,
Ain't going to work.
You know what? We do like what we like. But you know what? Like, I think about this, right?
I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail tomorrow.
I'm in too. I'm gonna get in trouble with the wife. But
I'm letting him get the hate mail tomorrow. You don't want to go there.
Wait, what the hell did you just say, Mike?
Hey,
he's gonna get the hate mail tomorrow. Let him get it.
This show is gonna get me in trouble. I promise you.
Oh, me
People
too.
are gonna start hating me.
Me too. Me too.
That's why I'm keeping pretty quiet about this.
So.
We gonna tell your secrets, motherfucker.
Okay. Roy's got a lot of stories, and he's gonna be on the show more than once.
I understood the what was it? The traumatized bit. I got that.
Yeah.
But I'm only saying that if we have to go online again.
Right.
Only when you invite me next time, then I might tell that story.
Okay.
Anyway, carry on.
Anyways, all right. So, Roy, what's your bad idea?
Oh my God, yeah.
Go on, tell
the
it. Go
thing
on, tell
where
it.
it went, it wasn't good. Well, I was here one night. I was all fucked up anyway, but a certain somebody in there said, "Hey, Roy, here." He took my hand and he put something in my hand. I didn't even know what it was. A little bit of brown, whatever kind of.
Heroin?
No, it wasn't heroin.
Meth?
No.
Oh, Molly.
It was Molly.
MDMA, Molly.
I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I just took it because I didn't even think about it because I've been.
You just put it in your mouth.
Just put it in my mouth.
It was that easy.
You just put
So I
anything
just
in your
hand you
mouth.
something and you
It's
just put it
not
right in your
that easy.
mouth. Oh, you're making it sound pretty easy.
It is because I saw you this past weekend. Somebody put their finger in your mouth and you just took it.
Oh, that's okay. It wasn't a guy.
Was it a hot female?
It was a female, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I ain't having no guy's finger in my mouth.
All right, so back to the Molly. So the Molly went in your mouth.
So I did that. Now, and I felt great. I had a good night. I was feeling good. But I started to talk to certain people, and I kind of know them, but I got people mixed up.
That's happened to me.
I know. I thought
Not on Molly.
I thought the girl that I'm talking to, when I grabbed her boob, was another girl.
You just grab somebody's boob.
Honestly, I swear I thought it was somebody else who had felt a boob before, and she was okay with it. And I go, and this guy comes up to me and says, "That's my wife."
Wow.
But not right away. So I didn't know what he was talking about. He went, "That's my wife." And I went, "What are you talking about?" He went, "The tall one." I went, "Yeah, that's so and so." I did not get what was going on, but he was okay about it. And then I did a couple of other things that I don't know. I was just get the fuck out. So who said that?
That was fucking Tanya from way down there.
Damn.
So I don't know what it was, or what it was. I kind of remember getting myself in trouble, but it was in like the middle of the night when I kind of came off this. I start to think I need to make some apologies, right? And so I did, and I apologized to the first two, but the guy and the girl, I didn't see them for a while. And I thought, he's going to be fucking pissed, because I started to realize what he was. I had no clue what he was saying to me when he's going, "That's my wife." It did not connect to anything. No
You just
idea.
claim old senile. You're old enough.
But-
You're just like, I don't know.
But
I don't know where I am.
I don't know. Anyway,
Like, no.
But anyway, when
I did not touch her.
No. Anyway, when I did see them, I went up to them and I said, "Do I need to apologize to you guys?"
They said no.
And she said, she just laughed and she went, "No." And he went, "Yeah, you do."
Oh, of
And
course
then-
he did.
And then he went, "I'm just kidding. You were so much fun." I
Oh,
couldn't stop
okay,
laughing.
okay.
So, and the other two people I spoke to also just went, "Roy, no fucking problem, man. It was just funny."
Yeah.
And somebody else said to me, "I've never laughed so much in my life."
I'm
So
telling
they-
you.
But I felt really guilty about it. So I haven't done that since.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's how you know that you're not doing anything harmful. You
Right,
you
right.
even
It's
were
just having
mindful
fun,
enough to be
yeah.
like, did I overdo it? Like here,
Yeah.
Like, you think about it. You know, people that are just like that don't care.
Yeah.
They're not thoughtful. They don't
Right.
realize how much hurt they're causing. You're not like that. So, but and I'll tell you something else. Another friend of mine told me, he said, like, do you know why we all sit with Roy? And it was like
Right.
somebody who always sits where you're at.
A male or a female?
It was a female. I'm not going to bring up any names. It was a female. But she said the reason why we sit by him is because there's nowhere else in the bar that you can have more fun. He's funny the whole time. It's just cracking jokes, and it's just that group laughing, and that's who you are.
That's
so
nice,
that's
though, yeah.
a big reason why we wanted you to come on the show,
Yeah.
because we know, like when you have conversation. I mean, we've already messed up. I don't know how many conversations because we all can't stop laughing.
Right, yeah.
that's genuine, Roy.
And,
Right,
and
you
I
know?
like that because
We like
you
it
know,
too.
Because even before we started this podcast tonight, well, on Monday when we were talking, we had Diana cracking up, didn't we?
Yeah,
she was
Diana
laughing
was
before
dying laughing, yeah.
before we even
started,
started recording. She's laughing, but because we're just having fun.
Hey,
It's
that's
good
all.
fun.
That's what it's all about, and that's
Yeah.
what I love coming here to Alchemy is this because we do all have fun.
We do.
It's like a little family here, and we just have fun.
Non-judgmental fun,
Is that
which we
right?
spoke
100%.
about a few times.
Yeah.
Non-judgmental.
If you're local here in the AV, come check out Alchemy Road. It's always a good time. Like I said, I kind of knocked on wood earlier. we've been doing this for a long time, and we wasn't Alchemy Row before, but even as Rubens, at the end of Rubens, the last couple of years, all the way leading into this 6 months of being a new bar, knock on wood, but we haven't had very, very, very few issues with individuals and almost no physical altercations,
They're not serious
which is unheard
issues.
of in
It's
the
just
AV.
silly stuff.
It's silly.
Yeah.
It's because we're all a bunch of goofballs. We like to
Right,
sing. We
yeah.
like music and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it created this family group that we're all usually pretty fun.
Right.
You know
And if
what I mean?
you wanna have a
we
good
get the
time-
occasional idiot and we throw them out and we do what's necessary.
No,
but
this reminds me of that old TV show Cheers.
We talked
where
about
everybody loves your name.
Right.
Everybody just comes
You know
here to
your
have
name.
fun. Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and I have to say this, and this is kind of funny, really, but if I don't come in for a week or more, I kind of get that kind of response. I
Yeah,
get people
where
go,
have you
"Hey,
been?"
Roy,"
Yeah, Roy.
and that is such a wonderful feeling
It
to
is.
walk into the bar that
Yeah.
you love and have people miss you and
Yeah.
do that.
And
So,
they do.
you know,
They do. And
yeah.
that's the thing is that
Yeah.
we have our regular group that we love here, and
Yeah.
I love it. It's my turn to tell my bad idea, and I've been waiting to
Oh,
do this.
yeah.
I was about to skip you.
You almost skipped me, I know. But look, my bad idea stems back to me
Mike,
being
everything
a
you do is
teenager.
a bad idea. So
Yeah, I know. It's not really.
I was about
This
to
real,
go.
real bar talk's pretty cool. Just saying. But anyways, I'm young, right? I'm just about to turn 18, and I'm with my first wife.
You know, you look older than that.
I know.
I'm old.
I thought we was gonna keep things real here.
We're going far back.
I
We're
thought
going
we
far
was-
back.
Oh, your story when you
Yeah,
were
my
18.
story is when I was
Okay.
almost 18,
Okay.
and I was dating at the time my soon-to-be wife. Okay, my first wife. We didn't stay together very long. We were together for a long time, married for a very short term. But anyways, we decided we're going to drink one night with a group of friends at my house, and we get the worst shit. You know those Boone Farm area of life where people were drinking Boone Farms all the time.
yeah.
And we had
That cheap
those.
shit.
We had
Hold on, what's a boon?
Smirnoffs and
That's that
and
one cheap
Zimas.
ass wine for like $2.95.
We had Zimas. We had Zimas.
Okay, whatever that is.
Loco. What were those? Loco something.
Cheap shit, what you
Yeah,
say.
it's
Yeah,
cheap,
it's real cheap
mixed
shit.
malt
Okay.
liquor. It's bad.
I think everybody did that when they was kids. Though,
Right.
Boone Farms, yeah.
So, just to go back and date this a little bit, this is during the area of time that punk had hit the scene and it was a big deal.
Thank you, Missy.
And I don't mean just regular punk. I mean mainstream punk, like Blink 182. Okay,
Yeah.
and the Blink 182, they were famous at the time for a song. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
All the Small
I
Things?
think it's called All.
All the small things? All the small
Yeah, but
things.
it's
Is that
during just don't get me wrong, it's during that era. But I think the song I'm talking about is called "What's My Age Again."
Okay.
And they did a video, and then in the video they streak. Okay, so streaking all of a sudden at this time became a big deal amongst friends. So we're all drinking, and one of my dumb friends, and I started way early with my ex, and so we're already pretty hammered. And they drink a bunch, and then one of the kids in our group, never forget this, Joey, if you're listening, Joey yells out, "We're going streaking," and they all ran into my garage, and I didn't hear. I heard streaking, but I wasn't drunk, so I wasn't paying attention, and I'm newly drunk because I'm young. So all of a sudden, within a few seconds, all of the guys that were in this group ran out of my garage naked. And they're running down the street. And I'm laughing, but I'm like, "Wait for me!" Yelling out, "Wait for me." And I'm pulling my pants down, and I got my pants to my ankles. Now, see, these guys were all smart. They weren't that drunk. They went in the garage, they took all their clothes off, they ran down the street. Me, like an idiot, I'm already in the street with my pants around my ankles trying to run after him. And if you can imagine, I wasn't getting my feet very far because my pants were around my ankles. And when I say I ate shit so hard, that I still to this day have road rash on my body from this fall.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Not to mention I was so drunk, I woke up at somebody else. I was at my house getting drunk and woke up at somebody else's house, not close to my house at all. So don't know even how I got there. But I just know I woke up and I had scars all over my body, all this road rash. And it was all from this stupid bad idea of
That's definitely a
streaking.
bad
Whoever's
idea.
idea was to streak, Joey.
Well,
Thanks a lot. I got scars. Look, I'll show you. A little scar right here.
definitely a bad idea to streak
See
with
it?
your pants
Yeah.
around
That
your
little
ankles.
piece of skin, that was part of it. I have a dark patch right there. That's all scar from falling, eating shit,
Wow.
streaks. So I brought this up. This story was a bad idea, and then with that bad idea, I just decided that we should all go streaking.
Yeah.
No?
I don't
No?
feel comfortable streaking with a
Yeah,
bunch
anyway,
of guys.
you
Yeah,
list
listen,
out.
I'm
List
okay with
out.
that, but hey, my mic doesn't seem to be hitting my headphones too well. But okay, now I think I got it.
Are you okay? You're on your third. You're on your fucking third bourbon.
I think it was me going deaf.
Anyways, that is my bad idea story, and that is the end of that segment. And before we exit, I want to talk a little bit more about Roy.
Oh, no.
And, I know Roy loves music. In fact, when we bought the bar, he donated this badass door of Jim Morrison from The Doors, which is, kind of funny and cool in the same way. But the big painting itself is cool as shit. It's a big...
I didn't know you donated that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was in the passageway down to my bathroom at home, but now I don't even have a passageway because I opened the passageway up anyway. Since I donated it, I turned the passageway into part of the bathroom, so I don't need it anyway. But
but it's really cool. And if you talk with Roy about music, you'll learn real quick that he's very knowledgeable. He's that guy that you can sit here and talk music all night long. He'll pull up videos of artists and singers and music that you may have never heard and that are just amazing. Like one night, I don't know how long he asked me to watch the song from James Blunt that I like, Monster. He was like, "Have you ever seen the video?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No."
The song, but he'd never watched the video.
Yeah, and I sang the song, but I'd never seen the video. So I watched the video, and I was like, "Man, this is a tearjerker." But we've had many moments like that, and I want to know where the music passion comes from with you. Like, why did you get all into karaoke? Why are you so into music? What happened? Tell us your story.
I can't really tell you exactly why, but I remember being into music when I was so little. I remember songs when I was 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. I remember the music, but of course, we were listening to our parents' shit because my stepfather, he loved this fucking horrible music, man, like black and white minstrel stuff and Sing Something Simple show on a Sunday on the radio in England. It was awful to me. So, but there were always songs that I would connect with and you would get to like. So, and I just loved it. So, of course, it just evolved from there. And I just remember all the music, always. I've never forgotten anything about it. And I absorbed it. I knew who was singing, who wrote the shit and everything else. I just absorbed it because I loved it so much.
So what transitioned into you actually singing? Where did you get that love? Where did you find out that you like to do that? And
I got picked up to do some background singing with certain people, and they knew I could make like a harmony stuff with a song, and I would say, well, what do you want me to do? And they would say, do what you want to do. So I would kind of harmonize and repeat like the sentence and harmonize with them, and they liked what I did, and I got used to doing that.
That's
and
cool.
I enjoyed doing that, but I never actually became the
lead
front singer. No,
right.
I never did that. I never really thought about it. Never thought I had that opportunity to do that or anything else. But I always enjoyed that backup thing or harmonizing stuff.
Well, and it's funny too because you're actually a really good singer, and I say that I don't say that lightly. Because I am
You've
picky.
never said it to me before.
Well, I don't
except on Monday when we effed up this podcast.
I don't. Well, that's true, but I don't tell a lot of people. I don't get into telling people they're good at singers for a lot of reasons. One,
well, you told me I was good.
I sing. Well, no, and
Mike
I'll tell you, like, oh, I really like that song you did. I'll stick to like certain specifics because there's people out there that'll ask me if they're good and they're not good. I do karaoke for a long time. I've had my own karaoke company since 2006. I did it with my dad since I was 8. And you had to get good at like telling people to keep going with it without saying they're bad, even if they are bad. Because I don't care if you're bad. If you get on stage and you have the balls to get on stage, the nerve to get on stage, I give you the respect that you're doing that. It is it's part of the creative process. It's part of being an art. Like getting involved in your own art. Maybe you don't draw. Maybe you get up there and sing, and that's your release, and that's how you get it out. And whether you're good or not, that's neither here nor there. I do have my opinions of who I think is good and not. But with that being said, I think Roy is a really good singer. He in fact, me and my wife were talking about this. He reminds us of like Rod Stewart / Michael Bolton had a baby. That would be Roy. And I have a picture of Roy as a baby. If you guys want to see it, I'll pull it out. I'll pull it down in a second. But
it's been
anyways, I've always liked to hear you sing, and I always wonder, where do people's love? Because I know where mine started. I know when I started singing. I started singing so young because of my dad. That I know that's where my love for singing came from. Yeah. I'm always curious to hear what other people
I never liked my parents' music. I hated it. So when stuff came on the radio that I could like, this was amazing.
Yeah. Did you like the whole British invasion era?
Oh, I
music?
love it, of course.
Yeah, that's
it's
a
English,
really
you
good
go
era of
with,
music.
Yeah. Now, but I haven't known Mike Reed here that long, but I didn't realize how well he could do this stuff. He got up and did his kind of rap.
He does
and
his
stuff.
thing,
but he
one
does
day I
it
heard him do a
really
song, and I was
well.
like, man, he fits so well. Doing
He's
what he
not
does.
just singing it.
He knows his
and
lane.
He knows how to do it right, and I was
Oh,
aware of that.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. You
Right.
guys get that. You guys get that. Y'all heard about it.
And then I think because we didn't know each other that well, and then I went up and sang, I think the Manhattan song,
Yeah.
and he looked at me and went,
And I was like, wow.
"Oh, I didn't
Roy knows how
realize
to
you could
sing.
do that either."
Roy
you know?
can't sing. I really do like his voice.
No, I mean, I've
That's
seen him. I've seen him get up and go sing, but I never really paid attention until that night.
Right.
Like I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I really like listened, and I was like,
Of
wow.
course, Mike sings good, and he sings a song that I fucking love,
Oh, I
which
love that
is
song.
by what's
I
his
haven't done
name?
that song in a while. I need to do that
What's
song.
his name again?
Callum Scott.
Callum Scott.
I love him.
It's
He's
not
a good
his
singer.
original. It's by.
It's by Tiffany.
No, it's by.
Oh
somebody
no, I'm
else.
sorry, Robin.
Robin,
yeah.
by Robin. But I loved it when I heard him sing, and you're the only one I've actually heard go up and sing it. It's not an easy song to sing.
No, it's a really tough
a bitch
song.
to sing.
Yeah.
I wanted to sing it, but I thought I gave up on it. But Mike did it, so that's good. So
Yeah.
we're complimenting each other here.
No, yeah.
Heck
And,
yeah.
and the first song I heard you sing was "Thinking Out Loud," and I was like, "Fuck!" And I knew you owned the karaoke things, right?
But you didn't know I sang, which is funny.
I didn't know you because I never saw you sing.
Yeah,
That was the first. I forgot
Because
when
usually,
it
like
was.
when you see me, it's going in and out,
Yeah,
and I
just-
don't always
yeah.
stay at the place and sing anymore.
And
I have a
then-
bunch of shows going on.
Then months back, I hear JP Mike's wife sing,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
amazing.
and
she's
I all of a sudden she fucking blew me away.
Yeah, her story
She
of how
is
I heard that
so
she could
good.
sing was trippy because I've been with her for 3 years. We already had our first kid before I found out she could sing.
And when
Yeah.
she went up and sang a song called White Horse,
Oh yeah,
I was there like, where the fuck did this
I
come
do.
from?
I do.
She's so
One of my
good.
favorite songs to sing right now is another James Blunt, which is that "Goodbye, My Lover." That's her song.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the first song I ever
Right,
heard
yeah,
her
yeah, I've
do,
heard you
and
do
I
that.
was like, "Damn,
Yeah.
damn, she could really get it."
What
yeah.
song? What song did she do on
So
New
hi
Year's Eve?
JP,
Huh?
you're
What
a
song did
fucking
she do
good
on
girl.
New Year's Eve? New Year's
Cup
Eve
song?
when you were doing the cups.
Yeah, it's called the Cup Song.
That's called the cup.
It's
song?
literally called the Cup Song.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, and
She killed that one.
Yeah, and I told you a little bit about that story. The Cup Song, that game was a drinking game well before it was a song, and then
Right.
someone made a song for it. But the Cup Song was a drinking game. I used to play with a friend 10 years before the song ever came out, and it was a fun drinking game. So when they did it they actually came from a show. Pitch Perfect is the name of the movie that it came from, and it like kind of took off. So it's funny that I know that game. That's how I learned the cup game. I didn't even know it from the song. I knew it from the game I played with a friend. And you put the cups diagonal, and you're passing the cups as you do it. And when someone messes up the beat, they have to drink a shot. So you get really messed up. It was a fun game I used to play back in the day. But we are running out of a little time, and I want to move to this next segment before we exit. So real quick, before we get to our outro here, every single episode of Real Bar Talk, we make a rule, and it's a bar rule. It usually pertains to bars, and we've decided that we're going to come up with these every episode for at least 100 episodes. That's our plan, is to get to 100 episodes, and then we'll make a little book about these bar rules. So
We have to come up with 100 rules.
no, well, not you, but like each episode, we're going to come up with. All three of us are going to come up with a rule, and
Okay.
it's going to make the numbers. You'll see.
I guess I'm
Anyways.
not coming back too soon.
So our first rule thing was good. It was really good. I did a pretty generic one, and this is the same thing. I'll tell my rule first. My first real rule at the bar is please don't whistle, snap your fingers, yell my name to get to have the bartender get have them attend to you or get their attention, whatever you want to say. It's rude. Don't do that shit.
It is.
I have snatched a drink out of someone's hand for doing that to me.
That's actually
Legitimately.
disrespectful. Like
It is.
when you like snapping your
yeah.
That's disrespectful.
I literally they were almost done with their drink, but they were trying to order another drink. They snapped their fingers. I snatched their drink out of their hands and told them to get out. It was the end of the night, and I was done. I was like, get out. You're done. I don't need you to snap your fingers at me. You see, it's busy. I'm supposed to not even serve anybody anymore. So move along. So that's my rule. Don't snap your fingers. Don't whistle at somebody to get their attention. Mike, what's your rule?
My rule is, everybody comes to the bar to, just get away from the ups and downs of the day. You know, a lot of our days are very stressful. So we come here, we want to, you know, just relax and just hang out with our friends and our peoples, and you know. So, but sometimes when someone comes here, you know, maybe they going through something. So my rule is don't take it personal. Like if they said something to you the wrong way, or whatever, just know it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's something that they're going through. So don't take it personal. Don't always take things personal. Because that's how things escalate, and then you get into fights and all that.
And it's really easy to do, too.
It is. Yeah.
That's a good rule. That's a good rule.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Next rule. Roy, what's your bar rule? You've had some time to think about this.
Well, yeah, I already know my bar rule, and that is get along with people. Don't judge people.
Yes.
Even if you don't know who they are, give them a chance.
I like that.
You know, talk to people. Like before we started this tonight, there were a couple of guys in here that I'd never seen them before. And you know, whether I like the look of them or not,
you just talk to them. Be cool.
I talked to them, and you know what? We got along great.
Yeah.
And they were cool fucking guys. So
Yeah.
I think that's what it's all about. Don't judge people.
You said something big.
Get
And
along with
just
people.
get along with people.
Get along.
That's so huge.
Yeah.
Just be nice.
And you know what? If they're an asshole, then they're an asshole. But most of the time, 99.9% time, they're not. If you talk to them the right way and you don't judge them. That's fine.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Get
Yeah.
to know them.
Absolutely.
100%. Love
Definitely. Well, so that's your bar rule. You said yours. I said mine. That's all the bar rules, right?
that. Yeah, that's it.
All right. That ends the segment. What else? You got anything else before we get out of it? We did kind of run through time. Few minutes as we leave. We got to make a cheers.
Yes.
That's the last thing we do to close out every show. We make a cheers. Last week, I made a cheers. This week, it's Mike's turn to make a rule.
So,
Not make a rule. Make a cheers.
Yeah, my cheers is
Glasses up, huh?
my cheers is to new beginnings. You know, something always has to end to start a new beginning. So don't take an ending of something so literally and like your life is over. You know,
Yeah.
be happy for it. Move on to the next chapter. You know, we all have a story, right? We all write our own book. Every chapter has to end to start a new chapter. So embrace the new beginnings.
To new beginnings.
New beginnings.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, guys. Appreciate
I like
the
that
invite
one.
to be on the
That was a
show.
good cheers. Mine was
Thank
dirty
you.
last week. Hey, you're welcome.
Yours was dirty, man.
Anytime.
We expect that.
Anytime.
This won't be the first time
Yeah.
or the last time.
Hey,
you're
well,
on
I'm
the
gonna
show.
try.
Wait.
I'm gonna try to get
I
you
said that
around
backwards.
2021, something like that.
Hey,
we're gonna do what?
real quick.
Episode 2021, something like
Oh
that.
yeah, thanks a fucking lot, motherfucker.
real quick.
I gotta wait fucking half a year.
I realize in this show I realize on this show I make mistakes.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I say something like last night, just now I just said this won't be the first time or the
I
last
know.
time. This is the first time, but it won't be the last time. Sorry,
Yeah. We know what you meant.
But a big mistake in the first show that I want to just correct. I called Jordan Love Aaron Love, and that's rude. But that's a Green Bay Packers quarterback, and they just beat Cowboys.
Whoa.
And you know what?
Mike,
He deserves his own first name. He doesn't need to be Aaron
I
Love.
really don't think anybody was paying
I'm
attention.
just saying.
Especially me. I have no idea who
No,
either
when it
of
was
them are.
27-0 at halftime, they were paying attention.
I'm gonna prove a point to you. Hey, who's
I don't know who Jordan or Aaron Love are.
Thank you.
No idea.
Just because he doesn't know.
The only one I know is Courtney Love.
Hey, do you care?
No, not at all.
Courtney
There's
Love
more.
killed Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said yeah.
Oh, kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Oh yeah, you said it. It's too late. Anyways, that is our time for the show. I just want to thank everyone for listening, if you're listening out there. And I want to thank everybody who came to the bar tonight to listen to our live podcast show. We appreciate you guys and all the noise you make. I like it. I love it.
And I love my guys there. I love my two mics.
Yes, you're in between
We love
two
this
mics.
place.
You got a mic sandwich, bro.
Hey, everybody's in between too much.
With that being said, I do want to thank my co-host and engineer Mike
thank
Reed.
you.
We wouldn't be here doing this show without him. I really do appreciate him. And once
The
again,
man.
Appreciate
I
that.
want to praise UK Roy for coming on the show. I know he was a little nervous.
I'm
but
not nervous.
I love
think
to
you're
have-
more nervous. You're the one
maybe-
stuttering, not me.
Maybe I
said he was
do. I am.
stuttering.
They do call me Stuttering Stanley for a reason.
I'm
anyways.
not nervous. I'm just a little buzzed.
My whole point is you did great, and I love that you came on the show. And thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I love it.
I love
I
it.
appreciate you, Roy.
Anytime.
We're on 20, 21? Yeah, we're good.
Well, that is our time for the show. Until next week, come visit us at
If
the
I'm
Row.
not back
Yes.
on by episode fucking 8, I'm going to be causing trouble.
Shit. All right, we love you guys.
Hey,
We out.
Good night here from
Guys.
Leroy.
Yeah, out.